Hey entrepreneurs, today I'm going to show you how to set up the options on your CasperSafe security orb. Okay, so I have one right here, and we're going to go through the options and what are the optimum settings in my opinion. All right, so first of all, of course, you want it armed once you set it up, not before. Link is, in case you have a rental box, you can link it to your rental box, and we can do that in a different video. The areas, you can refer to the one that I used for areas, for custom areas, and the other ones are pretty easy to use, so I didn't do one for those. Access is where you add your subadmins, and if it's linked to a rental box, it will add the person who rents your house or parcel instantly and automatically into the access list as an admin. Okay, so let's go into the options. All right, so these are your options. One, floating text off. If you turn that on, you're going to get all this type of information in here. I usually leave it off because that's just using script and I don't want that. Okay, number two, disallow is off as a standard. You need to turn that on or it's not gonna work. It's not gonna throw people out or give them warnings or make them go away. Discrete mode, I switch it off. Eject from parcel on, so that they will actually, once the disallow gets activated, they get the warning sign. You have 30 seconds or whatever you set it up for, and they're sent home. Okay, number 5, I said they're sent home. Teleport home, I put it on off. And the reason is that if you're somebody who likes mainland and you travel around in mainland, sometimes you go through region crossings and you end up in somebody's home, and you don't want to be sent all the way back to a different continent where your home is set. So if you leave that off, it means that they're just going to be ejected next to your parcel or next to your area so that they can carry on in their travels. It's just a nice thing to do, okay? So leave 5 off. 6, add to parcel ban list. I usually say yes, simply because sometimes trolls come in and they keep coming in and it's just bothersome. So they get banned for about, I don't know, an hour or 2 hours or something. And that's okay for me. Warning times, 30 seconds. You have an option here to add the amount of seconds that you want. And the minimum is 10, right? And there's no maximum, I don't think. I've never tried it. But to me, I kind of like the 30 seconds. It gives the person enough time to fly away or to figure it out and just go away, okay? So to me, 30 seconds is fine. It's gone back to 10, so I would change it back to 30. How do you do that? So you go here, you put the number, press submit, and it comes up here. Age limit. A lot of people don't like noobs, new avatars in Second Life, and that's where you can change that. If you don't like new people coming into your parcel, you can put in here how many days you want to have as the minimum age. Okay, let's go back to options. Script limit. Again, this is something that a lot of people use, especially if they have an avenue where they have events and they have like 60 people in their region. And if everybody's wearing a lot of scripts, it's going to lag like crazy. So if you're doing an event and you expect a lot of people, I would turn that on and put a limit there that's reasonable on each person's script. So they get a message saying, hey, your scripts are too high, go away. Visitor tracking, that if you want to know everybody that comes into your parcel, you turn that on. I leave it off because I like to minimize the script use, so I just turn it off. I don't care who comes into my parcel, so who visits, so I just leave it off. Because that's 1 to 10 on the first page. On the second page, you have group members or guests off. If you want everybody that wears your group tag to come into your place, you turn that on. Okay. Group members are sub-admins. Again, the same thing. If you want everybody in your group to be able to control the security orb, you turn this on. Okay, 3, limit detection to current parcel. I would say yes to that always. Okay, because then you don't see the bunch of people that are in the region or nearby. You just see the parcel, the people who are in the parcel. Sometimes the people who are in the region pop up. I'm not sure why that is, but it's supposed to be just the parcel. 4, return prims when ejected off. I usually leave it off because often people who come in, if I forget to add them as guests, you know, and I don't know, I just find it a little bit dangerous to have that on. But a lot of people put that on in case there's a troll that comes in. So when the troll gets ejected, anything that they rest in your land also gets sent back to them. So, you know, it's up to you what you want to do with that one. Number 5, don't send notifications to admin off. So that's a double negative, which means if you turn it on, it will not send notifications to admins. Okay. If you want your, if you're online and you're in the area, it'll tell you such and such went into their parcel, blah, blah, blah went into their parcel, blah, blah, blah went into their parcel. So yeah, you can switch that off if you have 10 orbs and people come in and out of them all the time. It's annoying. Okay, number 6, don't send notification to sub-admins. Those are the people who are added to the orb, like your tenants or friends or whatever's, as admins so they can control it. So yeah, you can switch that off. I leave it off. So that they also get, you know, if a tenant is in their house, then they get a notification that says strangers there. Okay, 7, send notification to guests off. Yeah, you don't want everybody that's in your house or parcel to get a notification that somebody came in. 8, no fly zone off. I leave it off because, you know, I don't care if people fly or don't fly in my parcels. And if somebody's flying around in Second Life, it's fine, they can fly. I don't mind if they do. But if you press it on, anybody who flies is going to be told off. All right. 9, render weight limit. Again, if you want that to be like the render limit is the textures and things that are going to be raised and whatnot. And if you're not bothered with that, you can just leave it off. I don't have a limit on that one. 10, don't disarm when evicted. Actually, you know what? I don't know what that means. So I just leave it off as it is. 11, limit intruder dialogues to admin within the area. I leave it off because, like I said before, if the subadmin, like a tenant, is at home and somebody comes into their home, I want them to know that they're there. So on this page, the only one that I turn on is limit detection to current parcel. Sometimes I put group members or guests. I have that on. If it's like an event center for friends of my group or whatever, so I leave that on. And that's about it. So those are my favorite options on the CasperSafe security orb. I hope that was helpful. And now that you can also set up your options and understand what they mean. See you next time.